Tropical update as of 8 a.m. PST June 5th. And it looks like 92E is about ready to become a depression. Then the tropical storm Cosme and probably a hurricane. It's located 500 miles southwest of Mexico, and conditions appear very favorable for depression to form today or tomorrow. They're going with 80% for the next 48 hours and 80% in the next 5 days. I think it's almost a certainty. Clearly has an LSC. AS Sketch showed a closed LSC last night. Convection very close to the center. Clearly on its way to becoming a tropical cyclone. There's little question of it. Based on the models, it has a chance to become a hurricane as it heads westward across the eastern Pacific. HWMF shows probably a Cat 3, which I say is kind of doubtful, but a hurricane is within the realms of possibility, in my opinion. Let's look at the GFS. There's 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, 96 hours, 120 hours. At this point, you start seeing a little bit of a low in the Gulf of China down here, which is also something I'm going to be watching in the long term. But it only gets its potential after 5 days. So it's more or less a future concern if it ever forms. Here's the system at 168. Travels across the line, the Eastern Pacific. Hell, that thing, if this is right, may even head into the Central. This thing's gonna be around for a while. There's the ECMWF. 72, 96, 120, 144. It doesn't show the other system. We're going to be watching in the long term. CMC does show a bit of a system at 144 for the ZILZ. Let's go to 48. 72. So, you got pretty good consistency. I'm going to go ahead and say, based on looking at this will probably become a strong tropical storm or a minimum hurricane, based on consensus. It'll head westward, based on all the models. So it's pretty much a certainty of development. As for the Atlantic, not a darn thing is going to develop in the next 5 days. Well, that's your tropical update.